oil reserves in history. The International Energy Agency, which is called IEA, did something it has only done 5 times in its entire 52-year history. Yes, 52-year history. They released 400 million barrels. Yes, 400 million barrels of oil. But this time it did something it has never done before. The size or the scale. 400 million barrels unanimously agreed by all 32 IEA member countries. The United States alone is contributing 172 million barrels from these strategic petroleum reserves. That's roughly 33% of world's government held emergency oil safety net deployed in a single action. Just for in context, the 2022 Russian-Ukraine release was 182 million barrels, and that was considered a historic at that time. So this is more than double that. Did it work? I say partially. It prevented a complete market panic in mid-March. Oil dropped from a peak of $190 to around $90 briefly when the release was announced. But it could not substitute for the physical flows. JP Morgan said it clearly. Policy measures may have a limited impact on oil price unless safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz is assured. IEA Executive Director Faith Bureau himself said the most important thing for a return to stable flows of oil and gas is the resumption of transit through the Strait of Hormuz. No release can substitute for reopening the strait, the Hormuz Strait. Now let's look up to something diplomatically what is going on. We want to see how diplomacy is working around here. We can say, here is where it gets both hopeful and terrifying, I would say. Hopeful and terrifying. Why? The foreign ministers of Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Egypt, and Pakistan met in Islamabad. The delegation confirmed that both Washington and Tehran have expressed confidence in mediation talks. In the coming days, now China's foreign minister Yang Yi backed these initiatives. United Nations Secretary General Guterres expressed support to these initiatives. But here is the discrepancy I want